Dear Taurus, brace yourself, for you are on the verge of unlocking a blessing that has been reserved solely for you. This isn't just any blessing. It's one that emerges not only from your diligent hard work, but also from the depths of your steadfast soul's journey. You stand at a pivotal moment, ready to embrace what the universe has cultivated for you. Take a moment to close your eyes and envision a steady stream of abundance flowing towards you from unexpected places, gentle and nurturing, like a heartfelt apology from the universe for past trials. Imagine a relationship that once brought you weariness, returning not to stir old wounds, but to offer healing and stability. Picture a night free from restless thoughts, where you find solace and grounding, as if a storm of karma has quietly passed. Today, the universe is opening a door that only you are meant to walk through, a hidden gift, a miracle crafted across lifetimes. This blessing is not for the many. It is for the soul that has endured hardship, yet chose to remain steadfast and kind. Before we dive deeper, I invite you to share your intention. In the comments, I, Taurus, choose to open my heart to receive the gifts the universe has for me. If you resonate with this, please like and share to affirm your commitment. You are on the brink of receiving something extraordinary. But before you reach for that blessing, let's take a step back and revisit where your journey began. Understanding the roots of your burdens reveals why you alone have been chosen. Often, it is the quiet endurance and unnoticed sacrifices that bring the universe to tears alongside you. Let me share a story about a soul named Taurus, one that exists in every person. Yet few have ventured into their inner world of resilience. You give with quiet consistency, build with silent persistence, and persevere even when no one encourages you. The universe has witnessed all of this. You are a soul designed to bring stability to others, yet often find yourself shouldering too much. In every interaction, you are like a solid foundation, listening, supporting, and providing a sense of security. People turn to you to share their burdens, to seek stability, and for practical advice. But when the lights dim and solitude envelops you, you retreat to your own haven, a space of peace you've carefully curated. This is the essence of Taurus, a heart shaped by loyalty, carrying scars from past burdens, learning to heal through self-care and self-worth. Since childhood, you have sensed a difference within you. You perceive what is real and tangible, feel the value of stability, and hear the unspoken needs of those around you, even when they try to appear strong. In this way, you have become an anchor, reflecting steadfastness for others, while your own needs for rest and replenishment are sometimes overlooked. You've learned to provide comfort without expecting anything in return. Your greatest desire is for others to feel secure. But have you ever wondered, who will be my solid rock? If you've asked this question, let me remind you, you are your own foundation. Once you realize this, you'll stop waiting for someone to rescue or carry you. You will become the beacon of stability others seek, not out of sacrifice, but because you've chosen to value and nurture yourself as fiercely as you've cared for others. You're not driven by frivolous desires, yet you crave stability and abundance, having always prioritized the needs of others over your own. You often find yourself hindered by unseen barriers. Money flows in only to meet unexpected expenses. Opportunities fade before they fully materialize. It's not that you lack capability, rather, your soul is learning a profound lesson. Do I truly believe I am worthy of abundance and ease without excessive self-sacrifice? if you felt that the universe owes you an apology for the burdens you've carried, you might not be mistaken. However, you've also reached a moment where the universe is ready to repay you in ways you never anticipated. As a Taurus, you love deeply and loyally, yet often find yourself in unbalanced relationships, giving, enduring, and listening, while your own needs for reciprocal support go unheard. Why can't you just walk away? Because you believe that if you leave, who will provide that unwavering support and dedicated care for them again? You are not weak. You are simply profoundly loyal and responsible. But now is the time to recognize that love does not mean bearing all burdens. True love involves mutual growth and shared support, not just one side carrying the weight. You possess an innate ability to sense instability and detect insincerity. Your inner voice is clear about what holds true value, yet you often silence it due to others' perceptions of your stubbornness. But remember, Taurus, you are not merely stubborn. You are deeply intuitive about what is sound and sustainable, sensing energetic imbalances around you. What if you began to trust your gut feelings more than the opinions of others? Imagine the transformation if you chose to believe in your own insights about value and worth. You can be in a crowded room, yet still feel isolated, aware of the pretense and instability surrounding you. You see it all, yet when you retreat into silence, who asks if you're okay? Perhaps that's why your loyalty runs so deep. Those who lack consistent care often give it the most. You don't seek the spotlight or fame. You are like a deep-rooted tree, quiet, yet nourishing and strong. You are the unsung provider, the uncredited steadfast friend, the misunderstood loyal lover, yet your essence is remembered by the universe. Blessings are not reserved for the loud. They are for those who have sown kindness and stability in silence. You, dear Taurus, have lived this way through many lifetimes. You don't need to prove your worth. Simply continue being your authentic self, and the universe will bear witness to your journey. Trust me when I say that the delays, burdens, and silences you've endured were never without purpose. They are evidence that you are stepping into a phase meant for souls who have sacrificed and persevered. This is a unique blessing, one that only you can access because you still hold on to kindness and steadfastness. If this message resonates with your soul, know that you are not alone. This is a space for Taurus who have stumbled yet still chosen resilience and grace. Write in the comments, I, Taurus, choose to truly see my own value before the world sees me. If you are ready to embrace the blessing that the universe is unlocking for you, hit like, share, and subscribe to affirm your commitment. This time, I will not turn away from myself. Do you think someone else might be feeling what you feel? Share this video as a gentle whisper from one soul to another. A simple action from you today could uplift a heart longing to be recognized. Stay tuned. For the next segment, we'll reveal why this blessing is not just a reward, but a soul mission written across lifetimes. There are gifts that come not from human hands, but from the light of the universe. Promises are not inscribed in words, but resonate in the vibrations between your soul and the cosmos. Not everyone is granted access to these blessings. Only a select few are chosen. And you, dear Taurus, are among them. Have you ever felt that your life is a series of tests of patience and endurance? Just when you think you've overcome one challenge, another arises. You may wonder why it seems you alone must endure so much. But today, I want to share a truth. Your soul has always known you were chosen, not for punishment, but to illuminate this world with your strength and stability. Not everyone can maintain steadfastness in darkness, nor can they continue to believe in solid ground after facing numerous upheavals. But you are different. You embody the essence of earth, grounded, nurturing, dependable. You soften the harshness around you, allowing others to find security and stability in your presence. Before retreating back to your own peaceful center, there is a sacred truth you need to remember today. No one sees you as deeply as the universe does. No one recalls your quiet sacrifices and unwavering persistence as clearly as the heavens. Because of this, your blessing is not for the many. It is for you, the one who has lived quietly while continually sowing stability and kindness. Let astrology remind you that Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac, representing stability, material well-being, and intrinsic value after the pioneering spark of Aries. You are the builder, the one who makes things tangible and lasting. Within you resides the patience of Earth, the sensuality of Venus, the determination of a fixed sign. All of this converges so you may reflect the light of enduring worth and prosperity. Thus, this blessing is not merely a reward, it is the universe's response to all the times you chose persistence over despair, building over resentment, and forgiveness over holding on to grievances. You do not need to prove your worthiness. You only need to accept. This gift is not based on merit alone, but on the frequency of your soul. After all you have endured, your soul has achieved a solidity that allows light and abundance to flow through you unimpeded. This is not just a video to inspire hope. It is a confirmation that good things may not always come first, but they always arrive at the right moment for the right soul. If something stirs softly in your heart as you hear this, do not doubt it. Take it as the universe's affirmation, you are enough. Open your heart to receive. If you are ready, write in the comments, I, Taurus, choose to open my heart and receive the sacred gift meant for my soul. Sometimes, a single heartfelt sentence can alter the course of your future. If you find yourself hesitating, ask yourself, what if I truly allowed myself to believe that this moment is real? What awaits you on the other side of that door? What would change within you if you no longer had to bear the weight for another day? If all the dreams of stability and abundance you once concealed are now being prepared by the universe to return to you, will you dare to stand still and receive? Or will you turn away again, fearing you are not enough? That question is for you alone to answer. And don't go just yet, because the next segment will reveal what happens when you truly step into this gift, how it will transform your soul, your finances, and your love life. You've sensed this truth before, yet often brushed it aside, doubting your right to live in abundance without sacrificing your values or your goodness. Many Taurus grow up with the silent belief that to attain wealth, something must be traded: time, comfort, or even their very selves. Too often, you've given without receiving in return in equal measure. You've supported others in achieving stability. But when it was your turn to seek support, you found emptiness, leading you to question, maybe I wasn't meant to be wealthy easily. But the truth is, you are not poor. You've simply been asleep to your spiritual treasure. Reflect on how many people you've helped, how many burdens you've patiently endured, and how many times you've believed in diligent effort, even when it seemed to yield slow results. The universe remembers it all. However, the blessing didn't arrive sooner because you struggled to believe you had the right to receive it with ease. For Taurus, Finances are not just about money. They represent the energy of stability and worth. They are the universe's response to all the silent, consistent offerings you've made. Each time you supported someone with your reliability, endured without complaint, or quietly gave your best to maintain peace and order. You didn't merely lose something, you invested a piece of your soul into the frequency of steadfast love. When the time is ripe, the universe begins to return it, not in the ways you once expected, but through unexpected channels, a valuable job opportunity, a stranger who opens the right door, or a sum of money that appears as a gift, but is really the return of the good karma you shared long ago. Financial transformation for Taurus does not come from trying harder in a blind way. It comes from believing in your inherent worthiness. When you believe you are worthy, you no longer settle for jobs beneath your abilities just to avoid instability or rejection. When you believe you are worthy, you no longer give your energy away for free to those who don't appreciate its value. When you believe you are worthy, you serve not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance. Then something remarkable happens. Those who once overlooked you begin to seek you out. Places that once turned you away start to welcome you. Relationships that only knew how to take begin to shift or fade away, making room for new blessings to enter. Taurus symbolizes the flow of stable resources, and money is part of that current. But money only flows when you remove the stones of negative beliefs that block the riverbed of your soul. Have you ever thought money comes and then disappears? Or that if you have more, others will resent you? Or that if you gain, someone else will lose? These thoughts are invisible locks preventing you from accessing your treasure chest of blessings. So today, ask yourself, what if I no longer feared receiving? What if I welcomed money as a form of security and freedom? What if I viewed receiving as sacred and natural, just like giving with intention? Understand that only when you live in abundance can you help others without depleting yourself. Money is not just a number, it is a confirmation that you've entered a new energetic dimension where you don't need to prove anything. Your presence alone holds value. If your heart resonates with this message today, know that you are not fantasizing. You are remembering that your soul has never been impoverished. It has merely forgotten its inherent wealth. Start small. Allow yourself to accept something, be it a compliment, a meal, or a helping hand, without rushing to reciprocate or feeling indebted. Observe how you feel. Do you feel awkward? Do you feel you must immediately pay it back? If so, that is your lesson. Move through it, and you will unlock streams of abundance you once believed were out of reach. True wealth does not come from clinging. It comes from allowing it to flow and circulate. A healed Taurus soul is the conduit through which blessings of stability and prosperity circulate into the world. So, what would happen if you began to live as though you were already enough, already abundant? Hold that question close to your heart. And when you're ready to move forward, ask yourself, is my heart ready to open in the same way my bank account is expanding? And when trust is restored, what about love? Who will be allowed into your life when your soul is no longer bound by scarcity or fear of instability? We will explore that shortly. For Taurus, love is not merely an experience. It is a deep faith in commitment and building together. You don't love because you need someone by your side. You love because your soul resonates when it encounters another soul willing to build a lasting connection. Each time you've been hurt, it feels as if the entire solid ground beneath you has cracked. You've loved so deeply that you sacrificed your own comfort, remaining silent for fear of causing conflict or losing stability. Even as you felt worn down, you stayed not because you didn't know how to leave, but because you couldn't bear to let them face instability alone, or because you had invested so much. But have you ever asked yourself, in all the times I stayed for someone else, who stayed consistently for me, Taurus is always the first to love with loyalty, to forgive with patience, and to try to understand before anyone speaks. Yet when you need a hug, a genuine check-in, or someone to truly listen and offer support, you find yourself holding your own heart, whispering, "Maybe I expected too much." No, you didn't ask for too much. You were simply being true to the nature of a soul that knows how to love with commitment. Perhaps you've forgotten one crucial truth. Loving does not mean extinguishing your own needs to maintain a connection. Love is being fully yourself and still being embraced and valued. Taurus love often moves in cycles, loving, giving, getting hurt, forgiving, and repeating. Not because you haven't learned, but because you always believe that others can change if they feel enough consistent love and stability from you. However, the reality is that no one changes simply because they are loved too much. They change when they see themselves reflected honestly in a mirror. Sometimes, that mirror is you choosing to walk away when stability and respect are no longer present. You may be hearing this while still holding love for someone, perhaps aching for a connection that never found its solid ground, or a goodbye that was never truly spoken. But dear Taurus, sometimes the most beautiful thing you can do for someone is to let them navigate their own instability without your constant guidance or rescue. You were not born to save or carry everyone you love. You were born to learn how to love without hurting yourself or losing your own footing. This is the time to remember that your steadfastness is a gift, not a burden to be exploited. Your heart is a steadfast sanctuary, not a temporary rest stop. When you understand this, you will no longer open your doors to everyone. You will choose wisely, not out of pride, but because you recognize the sacredness and value of what you carry within. The universe never allows a soul that loves truthfully and loyally to remain alone forever. Perhaps your past loves were merely classrooms, and the heartbreaks were exams on self-worth. Your soul is about to graduate, and the reward is a connection where you won't have to sacrifice your well-being to maintain it. Can you imagine it? Someone who approaches you not to heal you, but to ensure you never forget who you are and what you deserve. Someone who doesn't ask, "What do you need?" but instead asks, "Are you still you today?" Grounded and true. Someone who doesn't strive to make you stronger because you are already strong, but instead helps you soften again because you finally feel safe and cherished. The love that Taurus deserves does not come with noise or drama. It comes from the quiet of a gentle touch, from a message sent when you least expect it, from someone who knows when to step back and when to step forward with consistent care. It arrives when you no longer strain to keep someone by your side. It simply remains solid and true. So the question is no longer, when will love come to me, but rather, am I healed enough to accept a love that doesn't require my suffering or overgiving? If you've made it this far and something within you has loosened, know this love has never vanished. It has simply been waiting for you to prioritize yourself and your own value. And when you do, everything shifts. Not because someone new enters your life, but because you stop holding on to those who aren't meant to stay or who don't contribute to a stable foundation. Not because you've grown cold, but because you've begun to differentiate between love and dependency or habit. You've started to understand that true love does not come to complete you. It arrives when you finally remember who you already are and what you bring to the table. So, if one day someone knocks on the door of your heart, what will you ask? Will you inquire? How long will you love me? Or will you ask, do you possess enough peace and commitment to never harm me or take my stability for granted? The answer to this question may not come today, but you are already preparing a place for it with every wound you've gently soothed in your own heart. When your soul is at peace and your love has been healed, everything in your life begins to shift. Relationships that once felt heavy will transform into connections that uplift and support you. You will attract people who resonate with your newfound energy, those who appreciate your depth and kindness without taking advantage of it. Imagine a love that doesn't demand your sacrifice, but instead encourages your growth and comfort. A partner who sees you for who you truly are, who celebrates your strengths and supports your vulnerabilities with consistent care. This is the kind of love that aligns with your soul's journey, a love that feels like coming home to a safe, beautiful haven. As you cultivate this inner peace and self-worth, you'll find that your desires and intentions manifest more effortlessly. You'll no longer chase after what you think you need. Instead, you will attract what is meant for you, what aligns with your true value. The universe will respond to your elevated energy, bringing opportunities and blessings that align with your true self. Remember, dear Taurus, that peace is not merely the absence of chaos. It is the presence of understanding, acceptance, and profound self-value within yourself. It's about embracing your journey, recognizing that every experience, both joyful and painful, has contributed to your growth and resilience. When you stand firm in your truth and embrace your worth, you will no longer fear the unknown. Instead, you'll approach life with open arms, ready to receive all the goodness, comfort, and abundance that awaits you. You are deserving of love, abundance, and joy, and it's time to claim it. So take a moment to breathe deeply, placing your hand over your heart. Feel the rhythm of your life within you. You are not just a survivor, you are a warrior of love, loyalty, and resilience. The light within you is powerful and grounding, and it is time to let it shine. As you embark on this new chapter, trust that the universe is guiding you toward the connections and experiences that will enrich your life and bring lasting stability. You are on the brink of something beautiful, and the journey ahead is filled with promise and tangible rewards. In closing, I want to remind you that you are not alone. The universe has always been with you, supporting you, loving you, and guiding you. Embrace this moment, for it marks the beginning of a profound transformation. You are ready to step into your power, to open your heart, and to receive the blessings that await you. Thank you for joining me on this journey, dear Taurus. May you always remember your worth, your light, and the incredible, steadfast love that resides within you. Until next time, keep shining brightly and know that the universe is cheering you on every step of the way.